In this video, we will discuss about refining of metals and corrosion. Step 3. Refining of metals is done by electrolysis process. Electrolysis is widely used for metals refining because it is the most easy method. In this process, the impure metal is made the anode and a thin strip of pure metal is made the cathode. Let's take an example. Here we take copper Cu as an example. Now how to refine copper? As I said before, the impure metal is made the anode and a thin strip of pure metal is made the cathode. So the two rods are immersed in a trough, uh, trough and uh, placed in a solution. The solution is of copper sulfate solution because we are refining copper. Suppose if we are refining aluminium, we take aluminium sulfate as a solution. The cathode rod is very thin and the anode rod is very thick. The two rods are connected to a circuit. As we switch on, electricity will pass. At anode, copper will convert to Cu2 plus 2 electrons. Copper present is broken due to passing of electricity. Copper 2 electrons will be lost from the anode rod through the circuit and Cu2 plus will get dissolved in the copper sulfate solution. So if the dissolved copper sulfate copper will get deposited at the cathode rod. So in this process the anode which is thick becomes thin and cathode which was thin becomes thick. Whatever impurities present will get accumulated below anode. This is called anode mud. That is the impurities. Let's read the points. When current passes through it, impure metal dissolve into electrolyte. When current is passing, impure metal will get dissolved in the electrolyte. An equivalent amount of pure metal from solution deposit at cathode. The insoluble impurities settle at the bottom of anode is called anode mud. Corrosion and its prevention of corrosion. The surface of some metals corrode when they are exposed to moist air for a longer time. This is called corrosion. It means when any metal is exposed for a longer time or kept in air, this air which is containing water vapor, it start to corrode the metal. Let's look few examples. Silver becomes black when exposed to moist air. When we look at the ornaments, silver ornaments, when they are exposed to moist air, its color starts to fade. That is, it start becoming black. Copper reacts with moist carbon dioxide and form a green coat of copper carbonate. We look at home copper utensils. When they are exposed to moist carbon dioxide in air, what is present? Carbon dioxide. When it is exposed to moist carbon dioxide, it forms a green coating, that is what nothing but copper carbonate. Iron when exposed to a moist air acquires a coating of brown substance called rust. From the above 3 points, we come to a conclusion that corrosion occurs due to moist air, moist carbon dioxide, that is moisture. If a metal is exposed only to air, corrosion doesn't occur. In the same way, if metal is exposed only to moisture, corrosion does not occur. When metals are exposed to both air and moisture, corrosion occurs. Let's move for the prevention of corrosion. The corrosion can be prevented by painting, oiling, greasing, galvanization, plating, anodizing, or making alloy. Let's look at galvanization. It is a method of prevent, protecting steel and iron from rusting by coating them with a thin layer of zinc. Chrome plating. Chrome plating is a method where we, a thin layer of chromium is coated. In anodizing, what we use aluminium. A thin layer of aluminium is coated. Alloys. It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals. Alloys are mixture of two or more metals or not or metals, a mixture of metals and non-metals. Metal plus metal, metal plus non-metal. Here are few examples. Iron, iron plus carbon. Steel, iron plus nickel and chromium. Brass, copper plus zinc. Bronze, copper plus tin.